Oh, it's going great. How are you doing?
Awesome. Yeah. How are you doing, Jay? Great.
Doing really good. Good. Hey, it's good to be back here again. I think this is our third AMA in your channel, and you guys have grown tremendously. Good to see that.
Oh, cool, cool. Yeah, I was just looking at all the utilities you've added to BUSDX as well. That's great. And now you've got the XFuel, low tax XFuel token. That's going to be the trader token. That's awesome. We can go into that. And do you want to go around the ecosystem of the BUSDX as well, Jay? So our investors can get a sort of full picture.
Yes, absolutely. So
Hmm.
when we launched back in November.
Oh,
And
oh, I've not. Sorry, I've not started. I've not started recording yet, Jay. Sorry, I'm just asking before I started recording. Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
no worries.
Great, right. So if you're ready, I can start recording and introduce you, and then we
Yep,
can
I'm
go
ready.
into BUSDX and XFuel.
Yep, absolutely. Whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Okay, good afternoon to the WellCoin Talk community. Today we have an AMA with XFuel. XFuel is going to be pre-sale soon, which is part of the BUSDX ecosystem. BUSDX has over 1 million paid in passive income for investors there. So we can go into the BUSDX and the XFuel pre-sale that's coming up shortly. Or I think it's actually on now, yeah. But yeah, first, Jay, can we just can you tell us a bit of background and experience of the core team? That'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely. So, like I say, this is our third AMA with you guys, and you guys have grown tremendously, and it's awesome to see. So as far as our core team goes, we've got myself, Jacob, Matt, Fred. We've got quite a few mods and stuff. We've all had extensive crypto backgrounds. This is my sixth project that I've been a part of. I'm actually the CEO of. It's the first one that I've actually built myself with Jacob as the coder. But the other five that I was a part of really helped me learn what needed to be done and what not to do and stuff. So um, this is my first project as a CEO, and this will be my last. I know a lot of people have, with the market obviously being in the dumps, you've had a lot of people, that message me, like, oh, hey, are you going to start a new token? And no, this is my baby. I have a huge following, and I have a lot of dedicated investors that I'm going to take care of. So I will be with this token forever. This is it. Um, and it's been a rocky start. Or the start was actually really good, and then obviously once the market started to take a crap, it got rocky a little bit, and then we took off again a few months ago. And then kind of died down with BNB. Unfortunately, we're tied to BNB, so as that goes down, we go down. We're trying to. We found our floor. 100% found our floor. So it's really only up from here. But yeah, we're looking forward to this XFuel launching this month, and it's going to be great.
Awesome, Jay. Yeah, so you've got the low tax XFuel token, and that's going to be designed as a trader token, so you can get onto the exchanges. Because the BUSDX has got high taxes. So if we can go into the XFuel token, the buy and sell tax, and what central exchanges you're looking to launch that on in the future, and what's the sort of timeline. And then obviously we've got a big ecosystem of the BUSDX with the XFuel, the XPay, the XPad, and the XNFT. If we can maybe just enlighten some investors that might not know about the BUSDX and the XFuel pre-sale coming up.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So right now, our XFuel token, we decided to launch that as you said, because it is a low tax token, and with our token being our native token being BUSDX, it has a high tax, and it just doesn't out. Those just don't work with central exchanges yet. We've yet to see a central exchange adopt the reflections that we would require them to adopt. So we decided to go ahead and develop this XFuel token to fuel our ecosystem. All the revenue that will be generated through XFuel will be put back into the BUSDX ecosystem. It'll be used to buy back the tokens, use those for staking pool, and then also a percentage of them will also be just burned. So that's going to limit the supply, make the BUSDX token more scarce over time, and just increase the price. And with us buying back, it's also going to push out more passive income and BUSD rewards. So that is decentralized. It'll be a 3% tax, and then on the central exchanges, we're looking, there won't be a tax because it just works best when you don't have a tax in centralized exchanges. So that's our goal with that. The XFuel token will be used as a payment option on our XPay platform that we are almost finished. Well, it's 100% developed, but we're still incorporating a few things in with that. So XPay is going to be one of a kind. It's something that nobody has seen yet in the decentralized platform. So we're definitely looking forward to that. It's basically, if you think of PayPal, it'll be the PayPal of decentralized crypto. We've also got XNFT, which is a NFT marketplace that you can buy and sell NFTs with our token. So everything in our ecosystem, every utility in our ecosystem is tied to the BUSDX token, and it's going to generate volume. So in order to buy and sell NFTs, you have to use the BUSDX token. You don't buy and sell with BNB like a lot of them out there. It's strictly our token. So everything that we've designed and everything that we're going to continue to design is going to benefit our ecosystem. We've got staking, and our staking contract was one of the first. It was the first in the decentralized area to offer the BUSDX and APY, which is a 10%, and then also the 10% rewards in BUSD. You get them both. So it's a no-brainer to stake. There's no fees to stake. There's no fees to unstake. There's no time periods, nothing. So if you hold the token, if you don't have them staked, you're losing money, that you could be easily getting, because the passive income that you're going to get from that, whether the volume is 0 or whether the volume is 100,000 a day, it doesn't matter with the BUSDX part of it. The APY is 10%. You're always going to get those tokens. Obviously, the BUSD rewards are dependent on volume. So we're trying to create as many utilities that we can to help that volume. Right now, with the market the way it is, it's tough, but it gives us a great opportunity to keep building on our ecosystem, and that's what we do. That's what we've continued to do, and we will continue to just build on it. So we've got a cross-chain swap coming that should actually launch this month also. Basically what that is anybody that has Ethereum or Phantom or Avalanche or Polygon, you can just swap your tokens for BNB to purchase our token. And it's not a wrap BNB, it's a 100% native token, and that is an anonymous swap too. That's where we're going with that. As far as XPay and everything, we want everything to be as anonymous as possible. That's what decentralized is all about. And then we've also got our launch pad. It's called XPad, where obviously new tokens can come on and launch. And we partnered with CoinScope. They do all of our audits and KYCs for us. And we're actually in talks with trying to get our own KYC services also. So we want to keep as much of our token and ecosystem within us as BUSDX, But it is nice to have other partners to help us out with that too when we need it. Great. And then we do have, and we also do have XSwap. XSwap is where you can just go to busdxswap.com, pulls up our token is right there, BNB's right there, so there's no need to copy a contract address and throw it in PancakeSwap and import and all that. You just go to there. Just go to busdxswap.com and you can swap our token. We also have a possibility of throwing a sellless DEX swap. We're actually talking to a partner with that too. So if you buy from that swap, there's going to be no contract sells.
Great, Jay. And yeah, the XPad Launchpad, how does that work? Do you take so many tokens, or do they need to buy BUSDX, or do they pay in BNB for launching on the platform?
Yeah, so the platform is BUSD. That's what we revolve around. We're a BUSDX, so everything revolves around BUSD. It's more stable. I'm kicking myself right now, of course, for not launching with the liquidity pool tied to BUSD, which I originally wanted to do. But we really wanted to launch on Pink Sale because of the publicity that Pink Sale offers. And we launched at I think BNB was $600 at the time. Now it's down to 2. So that explains how, why our liquidity is lower than it should be. Looking back on it, yeah, I wish I would have done that, but there's nothing you can do about that now. But Pink Sale did give us a lot of publicity, and we did go from a 625,000 market cap up to a 9 million on day one. So that was huge, But yeah, so it all revolves around BUSD. In order to participate in the launch pad, we have a tier system where you have to hold a certain amount of tokens. The more tokens you hold, the higher your tier, which gives you the bigger allocation into the the IDOs that we do launch.
And where do the profits go from the launch pad? Do you do like buyback and burns and put it towards marketing?
The profits 100% go to marketing. Just like these AMAs and stuff, they're not free, obviously. So, KuCoin ads, Coin Sniper ads. We partnered with NASCAR, which is huge. If there's anybody in America, they'll know what NASCAR is. That stuff's expensive. So, all of our revenue that we generate is all put right back into the ecosystem.
Awesome, and that's the same for the XNFT platform as well. For marketing, or do you break that down differently?
Nope, 100%. Everything it's all 100% generated into the ecosystem. We have done buybacks and burns, and then we've also done, obviously we buy back tokens to refill the staking pool for staking. Because those tokens got to come from somewhere. We had allocated a certain amount when we launched towards the staking pool. Those started to deplenish. They're not going to be there forever. So we have to figure out ways to keep that staking pool replenished. And so that's where revenue goes. And then, like I say, also marketing and 100% to the ecosystem.
And the BUS, BX, and JR Motorsports partnership you've got with Sam Mayer as well. So are you actually on the car, or your partnership and advertising the BUSD X ecosystem with them?
Yes, yeah. So we did get a partnership with NASCAR and JR Motorsports, which is Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s team, and we were able to secure a full primary sponsorship of Sam Mayer, which is the #1 Chevrolet, and so the whole car will be BUSDX. There's not another sponsor on there. We didn't do a sponsorship. We were just in like one quarter panel or a roof. It's the whole car. The whole pits will be BUSDX. The whole team of Sam Mayer crew, everything will be all decked out and BUSDX. We're going to have a lot of publicity, a lot of marketing coming up into that race, which is in the beginning of August. There's a lot of people that aren't really familiar with crypto yet that we're going to hit and we're going to be able to reach by doing this. So launching XPay, launching XFuel, launching the NASCAR coming up in August. The next couple of months are just going to be extremely huge, and I feel like if we can get this market to get a little bit more bullish, we're going to take off, and there will be no looking back once that happens.
And so have you actually spoke to Sam Mayer? I mean, he's 18 and he's up and coming driver. I saw that he's had top 5 finishes 5 times this season as well. Cool.
Yes, yep, absolutely we have. And I've also talked to quite a few different important people within the NASCAR community, and I've got a lot of people interested in figuring out how to invest into our token. So basically, when it comes down to that weekend of the NASCAR weekend that we're going to be involved in, I'll be able to talk to a lot of possible investors that would have a huge impact on our token, and I'll be able to explain to them more on how that's going to work and how they can purchase it. So in August, you can definitely expect a lot of green candles, 100%.
Bitcoin going back up again. Hopefully that's going to come in the autumn. It did last year, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, it will. It'll go back up. I know it will. Right now, people are a little timid on what's happening, and they say buy the dip, and then it keeps dipping. So people are just kind of waiting to see, but it'll take off again. 100%. No doubt in my mind, we're gonna see crypto's here to stay, and we're gonna see it going up. And obviously, with Bitcoin going up, BNB is gonna go up, all tokens are gonna go up. With BNB going up, we're tied to them, so we're gonna go up. Everybody's gonna go up. We just got to kind of ride this out, weather the storm right now, I guess.
Well, it's a good time, to invest with BUSDX and get passive income. Is it BUSD? It's paid out in it, I take it, yeah. And how much do you get for on the buys and sells for investors?
Yeah, so buys and sells, you get 10%. Transfers are also 10%, and that is distributed hourly as long as the volume is sufficient. If the volume's a little bit lower, it takes a little bit longer for the contract to actually sell that out. But then also our staking. If you have your token staked into the contract, you're going to get the BUSDX like I was mentioning earlier. You're going to get that. That shows up in your dashboard. It'll be every minute. You'll see your accumulated BUSDX. It accumulates every minute, and then the BUSD will be distributed daily.
Because it's a good time to get BUSD because people want cash to buy the altcoins while they're nice and low as well, and hold them for the future. So that's one idea for investors. But going into the XFuel token, have you had a audit on the smart contracts, or are you having one after the launch? How's it going to work?
What was that about the smart contract?
An audit on the XFuel smart contract, or are you going to have one in the after the launch?
Oh, the smart contract is already created, if that's what you're asking.
Asking have you had an audit on it, like a CertiK audit?
Oh, an audit. Sorry. Yeah, yes, absolutely. Yep, CoinScope did audit it. You can see that on their website. And then we've also got XFuel already listed on CoinMarketCap. So the great thing about that is once we launch and once trading starts happening, it's going to pop right up in the recently added tokens in CoinMarketCap. So you can expect a huge takeoff once we launch. And then we've also got our token logo, links, social media links, and everything all listed up on BSC Scan too. So we're getting primed and ready for that launch.
And how long has BUSDX been out? And with the XFuel token, what's the sort of incentive for people to get involved with the XFuel? Because you're going to push it to the central exchanges pretty quick, are you? Have you been in discussions with central exchanges?
Yes, we have. We have quite a few different central exchanges that have reached out to us with the BUSDX token. And so obviously I've reached out to them and explained to them that we're going to actually be pushing the XFuel token out to the CEX. So they're on board with us. Obviously, we can't do anything until we launch. But once we launch, they are willing to work with us and try to get us listed. So basically, the XFuel token is going to be a trader token. A lot of people like to trade, day trade, swing trade, whatever they're wanting to do. But with the BUSDX token, you can't do that. I mean, you're not going to swing trade or day trade a tax token that's 18 buy, 19 sell. It just wouldn't make any sense. So we're going to get the investors that are looking to swing trade, day trade, also the XFuel token, which is going to generate volume. If they do it in the DEX, it's a 3%. If they do it in the central exchange, there's obviously no tax. And basically, the central exchange is going to get us more publicity to our BUSDX ecosystem. That's our goal with that.
There's no tax on the central exchange on the XFuel token. That's great, yeah. So people, like you say, day traders can get involved, and yeah, that's awesome. And what's the marketing plans for the XFuel going forward, and how much is sort of available for investors? You've got the pre-sale going on now. How much are you looking to raise, soft cap, hard cap, and whereabouts is the pre-sale?
Yeah, so we already had the IDO. It did not generate as much as we were hoping to because the market was so awful. I think we raised about close to 20,000, which definitely didn't even put a dent in where we were going with that. We've got the private sale going on right now, and we're only at about 5,000. So that's why we're going to start pushing out these AMAs, pushing out some calls, pushing out the marketing to try to get people to realize that this sale's going on. And then we want to get enough generated to where we can actually do a ton of marketing going into our pre-sale, which will either be pink sale or DX sale. DX sale is really pushing hard. They reached out to us, and they're offering us quite a bit of incentives to try to launch with them. So we've got to kind of weigh our options to see, because pink sale kind of definitely has taken over the whole pre-sale platform. So yeah, we're in talks with both of them to see where we're going to launch. But either way, wherever we launch, we are going to do a ton of marketing before we do launch to try to get the publicity out there, and that's where we think we'll generate most of our revenue from.
Awesome, Jay. Yeah, we are actually partnered with DX Sale, so yeah, I can recommend DX Sale if they're offering a juicy deal. Sounds good for investors and for the team there. So let's open it up to the rest of the team. If anyone's got a question for Jay at XFuel, go ahead.
Yeah, hey Glenn, I was listening in, and I love the way they're going about it, because by having this token that people will have to use to interact with the ecosystem will be super beneficial. Sometimes, people think that having a lot of money in an ecosystem, that means it's super healthy, but actually what drives the health of the ecosystem and pushes this forward is the amount of money that moves, and the agility of the money that moves, right? You want a lot of money to be moved, and with the NFTs, with the launchpad and everything you're building, people will have to use the token, your dedicated token, for this. So it's that just sounded super exciting. I just wanted to reiterate that because it's super cool, and it's something that I love that you guys are doing. And I do have a small question. I think I was reading somewhere that you're going to use XFuel to sort of burn some of the existing BUSD supply or something like that. I can't remember what it was about, so maybe you can clear that up.
I think we might have lost Jay. Are you there, Jay?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I don't know what happened. I could try and tap unmute, and it wouldn't work. Yeah, absolutely. So, the BUSDX fuel token will be, the revenue generated from that will be used to burn a portion of the BUSDX token. And then it'll also be used to purchase the BUSDX token to supply the staking.
Okay, I get it. So that's where I was reading about the burns. Yeah. Okay, sounds cool.
Thanks for the question, Act. And going back to XPay, yeah, so that's going to be on iOS and Android. Jay, I'm wondering what the timeline for that launching is, and then you're going to be able to use the BUSDX token, is it, to buy things online?
Yeah, so XPay will be, like I say, XPay already is 100% developed. We are just trying to integrate a few extra, I guess you should say, like extra, I don't even know what to say they are, but we're trying to integrate like a PayPal type system. So right now we've got it set up where you have to hold a certain amount of BUSDX to access the XPay system. So that's how our volume is going to be boosted. In order to use the XPay system, you'll have, the way it's set up is you'll go to like a checkout for an e-commerce site, and then you go to your checkout. You've got, normally you see the credit card, and then you see like a PayPal, or then you see like a Stripe, for example. Well, then you'll also see XPay. So you'll be able to actually just click on XPay, and then you'll be able to purchase whatever you're wanting to purchase. It'll pull the BUSD from your wallet, and obviously then you'll be able to just purchase your tokens. You can or not your tokens, but your products that you're looking to purchase, and then they will be sent. You can put your address in, and it'll be sent to your address or whatever. But it's all going to be anonymous, 100% anonymous. No KYC involved in that. We've also partnered with DKYC for the Visa card. So if you're looking to purchase a Visa card and you want to use that to make your purchases anonymously anywhere Visa's accepted worldwide, you can go to DKYC, and then you can purchase their Visa cards. You have to hold 50% of BUSDX tokens, and then you also have to hold 50% of their tokens, or you can purchase their NFT, which is at the point I think they raised it as of yesterday. But I think it might be 1.2 BNB right now, but at the point it was 0.8 BNB. But that at 0.8 BNB or 1.2 BNB, whatever it is now, can actually be used as a pretty much like $11,000 worth of DKYC tokens. So it's huge. We tried our hardest to get the non KYC cards into our XPay platform, but with us being here in the States and us being a registered U.S. entity, it makes it nearly impossible to do non KYC for anything Visa or MasterCard. So that's why we did reach out to DKYC and create a partnership with them to get that offered. And that will be a card that we'll actually be able to upload into the XPay system. So you'll be able to see your card just like you would in an Apple Pay wallet.
Great, Jay. Let's open it up to investor questions. Let's see, Syed, you had a question for Jay here at XFuel. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Glenn. Okay, so you mentioned that the XFuel token will also be used as an alternative payment for XPay along with BUSD. So it got me thinking that the price of the XFuel may fluctuate when it's held in escrow service for the payments of the various services or the products. So I was wondering how you will deal with this issue if the price is fluctuating too much.
Yeah, that's a great question, but that's with every single crypto that's out there except for a stable coin. And there's a lot of different cryptos that are accepted worldwide for this type of service. I mean, obviously Ethereum is used, ADA is used, Polygon, all that. They all do fluctuate. So we're gonna obviously try to get the the floor set for that token, and then we'll start incorporating that into the XPay ecosystem. And then we've also got to, get the vendor, to accept that token. But at the end of the day, basically, we're just going to try to get that, to be as stable as possible.
Understood. Thank you for explaining that. Thank you so much. Over to you, Claire.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for the question.
Let's see, Dennis, you had a question for Jay here at XFuel. Go ahead. Venice. I'll come back to Venice. Let's see, Western Beast, you had a question for Jay XFuel. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Glenn. Jay, I saw on your white paper, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. I saw on your white paper the BXD Pay, I don't know whether it's the credit or the debit card. So I also saw the introduction before it that there will be tiering systems. That's tier 1 to I don't know whatever number of tiers there are. So how many BUSDX tokens is it required to hold in order to be able to qualify to get these cards?
The physical cards?
Yep. I really do not know if they are physical or virtual cards. But I'm seeing the BXD pay cards here, and I'm seeing that to use BXD.
Yeah, you're cutting out. But basically, I think you're asking how many tokens you have to hold to have the physical card. So right now, we're actually already working on a platform that will allow you to get a physical card, but that will be KYC. So there will the non KYC version of a card will be a virtual card, but that is through DKYC. So if you want to get the non KYC version of the card, you will need to go to our partner DKYC's website, and then you will lock up your tokens with their tokens, and then you'll be able to get that. But if you do want, if you don't mind non KYC, then 100% you'll be able to go to our platform, and then you can you'll be able to order a physical card or a virtual card, whichever you're wanting to do, and that will require you to hold at least 100,000 BUSDX, which right now is not very much, minimal, very minimal. But there will be fees involved in that, and that will generate revenue for our token. So hopefully that answers your question on that.
Yeah. Would it be available worldwide?
Right. Well, when we first launched the platform with KYC, that will be only US. We are looking to extend that, obviously, worldwide eventually. But when we first launched the platform, it will be US only. But if you are looking to do worldwide, you can join our partner. Or when you do use our XPay system on an e-commerce checkout, that is worldwide also.
All right. Thanks a lot, Jay. Over to you, Glenn.
Yeah, thanks for the question, Beast. Let's see, Venice, you had a question for Jay at XFuel. Go ahead.
Yeah, Glenn, thank you. As I saw you guys have NFT creation platform, so I was wondering, will there be any tool available where people can create their NFTs, or they just can upload the files of the NFTs to just create the NFTs through your platform?
Yeah, so the NFT minting is 100% ready. You can upload any image that you have, and you can create that create that right into an NFT. To create an NFT, mint NFT, it is used with BNB. Once that's minted, if you want to sell it, the only way that you can sell it is for BUSDX. So that's where that comes into play with our ecosystem and the volume. So to buy an NFT or to sell an NFT that's listed on our marketplace, BUSDX is needed. But to mint the NFT, it's BNB.
Okay, and will there be any royalties added with the NFTs as well?
Yes, we do have royalties set up, and those will be distributed through the ecosystem to fuel it 100%. Every single revenue that we bring in is put right back into our ecosystem.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for answering my question.
Of course. Thank you for the question. Appreciate it.
Okay, thank you for the question, Dennis. Unfortunately, we're running out of time today, but it's been great to speak to Jay again from BUSDX. And the XFuel, I think you were saying, is in private sale at the moment. You can head over to the website, check out the white paper, the official socials as well are in our main chat if you need help getting over safely over there. Did you say, Jay, yeah, the XFuel's in private sale at the moment?
Yes, XFuel is in private sale. So if you go to busdx.com/XFuel, it'll take you right to the details of our private sale, and it'll give you the address that you do need to send your BUSD to. Once you send the BUSD, it'll be recorded, and then when we launch, right before we launch, we will have all of the XFuel tokens airdropped. And like I say, I think right now, if you buy into the private sale, you're looking at about 40 cents a token, 45 cents a token, somewhere in there. When we launch, we're looking to launch at about 57 cents a token. So you're instantly making money, and like with a no tax, or a low tax as a decentralized 3%. So you're still going to be making quite a good profit right when we launch. And with everything that we have lined up, CMC lined up as soon as we launch, quite a few other marketing tactics we've got going on. We're going to take off like crazy. So it's a great time to get in. And then we will also announce the pre-sale platform that we're going to list on. All those details will be listed in our Telegram and on Twitter, and also on our website. And then I do want to throw out a couple more things about XPay, if I could, just for like a couple minutes. I just want to throw out the fact that most people have seen these different platforms that are locking up your tokens, centralized exchanges that are halting trading, halting withdrawals. When you do put your tokens on a centralized exchange, they are set as a custodial token. So you have a custodial wallet. So you actually don't own those tokens. A lot of people don't realize that. That's what we're trying to build our platform, XPay, decentralized. So all your tokens are non-custodial. You have 100% ownership of those tokens, and we're trying to make it to where you can actually send those tokens to your bank account. Or send them, send them to PayPal. It's all going to be integrated within our platform, 100% decentralized, where you own those tokens. So there's no worry of what happens if this exchange decides to halt, the trading or halt the withdrawals, we're trying to beat that, and we're going to.
Jay, yeah, I mean, you've got the the sponsorship with JR Motorsports with Sam Mayer. That's huge, and you've got lots of utility built into the BUSDX platform. So I'm sure XFuel is going to be a huge success. As we always say for Wellcoin Talk community investors, AMAs are for research and educational purposes. It's not financial advice, but you should check out the website, white paper, and the official socials. We can get you over there into the main chat if you've got any questions after the AMA today. And thank you very much for coming today, Jay. I'll finish the recording and send a copy over for you to share with your community, and I'll send that into our main chat for our investors to listen back to later.
Yes, thank you so much for having us. Appreciate it. It's glad to see you guys growing, and appreciate you having us.
Take care.
You too. Thank you.